Hello everyone. Today, we will explore one of the lesser-known aspects of the Alaskan fishing industry, where Japanese fishermen use large purse seine nets to catch hundreds of tons of anchovies and other fish. This is not only a story of perseverance, but also a lesson in the impact of overfishing on marine ecosystems. We will take you on a journey from the preparation to the execution of large-scale fishing trips. With large boats, modern equipment, and professional fishermen, through that, we will see more clearly the challenges they face when working in the harsh sea. However, behind this hustle and bustle is a worrying reality of overfishing, negatively affecting the balance of marine ecosystems. Can this precious resource be sustained if humans continue to exploit it at the current breakneck pace? Join us as we explore the dark side of Alaska's fishing industry, along with important lessons about the responsibility to protect the marine environment for the future of global fisheries. In recent years, the fishing industry has become an indispensable part of the economies of many countries around the world. Japan, with its hundreds of years of history of relying on the sea, has developed into a fishing powerhouse, supplying millions of tons of seafood each year to domestic and foreign markets. Alaska has emerged as a strategic sea area, where schools of anchovies and many other fish species are abundant, creating favorable conditions for large-scale fishing operations. Purse netting for anchovies and other small fish is a technique that has been applied for a long time. However, with modern technology today, large Japanese fishing boats can collect hundreds of tons of fish overnight, thanks to giant purse seines and precision in coordinating fishing activities. Images of fishermen hauling in heavy, fish-laden nets are a testament to the power and efficiency of modern technology in the fishing industry. But it also raises an important question: are we paying too much for this progress? Overfishing has become a serious problem. Every year, millions of tons of fish are taken from the oceans. Leading to a serious decline in many fish species, especially small fish such as anchovies, important links in the marine food chain. When these resources are depleted, it is not only larger marine animals that are affected, but also the fishing industries and the livelihoods of fishermen. In the following sections of the video, we will take you deeper into the specific process of purse seine fishing, from the time the net is cast to the last fish on board. We'll talk about how captains use radar and sonar to track schools of fish. How purse seines are deployed with precision, and the tireless work of fishermen to ensure a successful catch. We'll also delve deeper into the impact of overfishing on marine ecosystems and the protective measures fisheries managers and fishermen can take to maintain sustainable marine resources. As the fishing industry continues to grow, finding a balance between economic returns and protecting the marine environment is more urgent than ever. Stay tuned to learn more about how the fishing industry is changing and how it will impact the future of our oceans. Along the way, we'll focus not only on the technical processes of fishing, but also on the stories behind each fish hauled onto our decks. Each fisherman on the large Japanese fishing boats is not only a worker but also a keeper of the hundreds of years of tradition passed down from generation to generation. They understand that the sea is a precious source of life, but at the same time, the sea is also a place that contains unpredictable dangers. The boats that set sail from Japan to Alaska often face harsh weather conditions. Sudden storms and fierce waves can wash away all efforts in an instant. But despite everything, the fishermen still persevere at sea. For them, the sea is not just a job, but a passion and a responsibility to their family, community, and country. Therefore, despite facing many challenges, they still maintain an optimistic spirit, love their job, and always hope for fishing trips full of fish. The images of giant nets being pulled up. Full of anchovies and other fish, are impressive. The laughter of the crew members when they see the fruits of their hard work. The hustle and bustle on deck as they quickly sort, process and preserve the fish, all a testament to the rhythm and professionalism of the crews. Each little anchovy is not just a product, but also a symbol of perseverance and collective strength. However, behind the glamour of successful fishing trips are great concerns for the future. Overfishing, as mentioned, can deplete these precious resources faster than marine ecosystems can recover. Recent studies have shown that without proper management measures, many fish species, including anchovies, may face serious declines or even extinction in the wild. This not only affects the marine ecosystem but also threatens the survival of the fishing industry and the lives of millions of fishermen around the world. Measures to protect the marine environment such as catch limits, fishing bans during the spawning season, and the use of advanced technologies to monitor and protect fish stocks are essential. Several international organizations have called for cooperation between countries in managing marine resources to ensure sustainable development. However, to truly achieve change, awareness and efforts are needed from everyone, from managers to those who work directly at sea. We hope that through this video, you will not only feel the beauty and power of the ocean, but also realize the importance of protecting this natural resource. We cannot continue to exploit it without caring about the long-term consequences. The future of the fishing industry and the millions of people who depend on it requires a balance between economic development and the preservation of the marine environment. Each of us, whether consumers or workers, has a role to play in keeping the oceans sustainable. Follow along with us in the next sections to learn more about how Japanese fishermen face the challenges of each trip, the modern technologies that support the fishing process, and most importantly, the measures that they and their organizations are taking to protect the marine environment for future generations. We continue our journey of discovery about the lives of Japanese fishermen at sea. People who are attached to their profession and the sea as an inseparable part of their lives. For them, each trip to sea is not just a job, but also the inheritance of a long-standing cultural heritage. They not only hold the technique of catching anchovies and other fish with purse seines passed down from their ancestors, but also combine it with modern advances to improve the efficiency and productivity of fishing. This is a combination of tradition and technology that we will present in detail in the following parts of the video. The technique of fishing with purse seines has existed for hundreds of years. But with the development of science and technology, the application of modern technology such as radar systems, satellite positioning devices, and sensors to detect fish schools has helped fishermen to determine the exact location of fish schools in the deep sea. Every time a school of anchovies moves in a large mass, this system can detect and locate helping boats quickly drop nets to catch the entire school of fish with high accuracy. It is a closed, effective process, but behind it lies the potential for negative impacts on the environment. The application of modern technology not only increases fishing output but also puts pressure on natural resources. As fishing productivity increases, fishermen are more motivated to exploit more to meet market demand. However, this is also the reason for overfishing, which rapidly depletes anchovy and other fish stocks. The consequences of this uncontrolled exploitation can be the disruption of the marine ecosystem, affecting the natural food chain, causing food shortages for other marine species, from large fish to animals that eat anchovies for food. In addition to the problems of overfishing, another aspect we want to emphasize in the video is the deteriorating marine environment. Sea areas where Japanese fishermen often operate, such as Alaska, are facing many serious environmental problems. Climate change, plastic pollution, and rising sea temperatures are directly affecting the habitats of anchovies and other fish. These changes not only reduce fish numbers but also affect fish quality, reducing the economic value of the fishery. Japanese fishermen are also facing unprecedented challenges. Declining fish stocks make fishing trips more difficult and more expensive, while the pressure to meet market demand continues. To adapt, they are forced to find new methods, not only to maintain economic resources but also to protect the marine environment. In this video, we will introduce the initiatives that Japanese fishermen have adopted to move towards more sustainable fishing, such as implementing fish resource management measures and cooperating with international environmental organizations. The next part of the video will focus on how Japanese fishermen and related organizations cooperate to protect the marine environment. We will introduce fish stock restoration projects, marine reserves where anchovy fishing is restricted or completely banned to allow the fish species time to recover. At the same time, we will talk about the solutions that governments and international organizations have put forward to prevent overfishing and promote sustainable management of marine resources. One of the typical examples that we will analyze is the establishment of temporary no-fishing zones during the anchovy spawning season. In this way, fish species can reproduce and regenerate, helping to protect fish stocks for the future. Other measures include limiting the number of vessels allowed to operate in the area, limiting the size of nets and fishing gear to avoid catching too many small fish or unwanted species. We hope that through these contents, you will have a better understanding of overfishing and its impact on the marine environment. Protecting the environment is not only the responsibility of fishermen or governments but also the responsibility of all of us. To ensure sustainability for the future, more drastic actions are needed in the management and protection of marine resources. This is not just a national issue. But a global issue that affects the ecosystems and livelihoods of millions of people who depend on the sea. Stay tuned for the following parts of the video to learn more about the efforts of Japanese fishermen to protect the sea and the solutions that can help us protect the ocean for future generations. In the following parts of the video, we will continue our journey to explore the sustainable solutions that Japanese fishermen and the international community are working towards to protect marine resources. One of the key factors to achieving this goal is educating and raising awareness among fishermen. Governments, and consumers about the long-term impacts of overfishing. To protect the ocean for future generations, we need to look beyond immediate profits and take a close look at how the entire fishing industry operates. Japanese fishermen, known for their respect for nature, are gradually realizing that conserving fish stocks is essential to maintaining a sustainable life at sea. Through training programs and international cooperation, they are learning to adapt their fishing techniques to minimize their impact on the environment. One of the most significant changes is the use of more environmentally friendly nets, which reduce the risk of catching unwanted fish or even endangered marine life. In addition, strict monitoring and management of fishing activities is another important factor in conserving fish resources. Environmental organizations and governments are working to establish modern monitoring systems that track the activities of boats and fish stocks in real time. This helps them keep track of the number of fish caught, ensuring that vessels do not exceed the prescribed limits. These monitoring systems not only help prevent overfishing, but also generate accurate data on changes in fish populations, allowing for more flexible policy adjustments. Another solution that has been applied is the implementation of cooperation programs between fishermen, scientists and non-governmental organizations, NGOs. Through these programs, fishermen not only provide data on their fishing trips, but also receive support from experts in using new technologies and learning more sustainable fishing methods. These innovations help minimize the impact on marine ecosystems, while ensuring that fish production is sufficient to meet market demand without depleting resources. The important role of marine protected areas in fish population recovery cannot be overlooked. These areas act as safe places for fish species to reproduce and grow without facing the threat of fishing. Thanks to these reserves, many fish species have had the opportunity to recover and thrive, creating a natural reserve for the surrounding seas. Expanding and protecting these areas is key to ensuring the future sustainability of the fisheries sector. Along with conservation measures, changing consumer perceptions also plays an important role in maintaining marine resources. When consumers choose seafood products that are caught from sustainable sources, they are helping to encourage fishermen and manufacturers to comply with environmental protection standards. Many organizations have created sustainability certification labels to help consumers identify and choose products that are clearly sourced and environmentally friendly. These changes, although seemingly small, when widely applied, can have a huge positive impact on marine ecosystems. We will also discuss the role of national and international policies in managing marine resources. Japan, like other countries, is working to introduce regulations to limit overexploitation, such as setting catch quotas and fishing bans during the breeding season. These policies, when implemented, can help protect anchovy and other species from depletion, while also maintaining the stability of fisheries and fishermen's livelihoods. The final part of the video focuses on a call to action to protect our oceans. We want to send the message that protecting marine resources is not just the responsibility of fishermen, managers, or international organizations, but is a shared responsibility of all of us. Every action, no matter how small, can contribute to creating positive change for the marine environment. When we better understand the importance of sustainability and conservation, we can ensure that future generations continue to enjoy the benefits of the ocean, without paying the price of destroying these precious ecosystems. We need to work together to protect the ocean, the source of life not only for marine creatures, but also for ourselves. We will delve deeper into the changes that have been taking place in the Japanese anchovy fishing industry.